What's good, y'all? Welcome into the TraKCouts podcast. It's the podcast where we talk music and life with the people living it. I'm your host, Co-Red. With me, as always, my PIC, Scorpio Season. What's up, bro?
What's the word with it?
Check it out. Artists, engineers, producers, all of the above. We want to talk to them if they're doing this music shit in KC. We drop every other Wednesday on all the platforms. So like, subscribe, whatever, so you're notified when we drop. We got a good one today. Our guest today is a veteran in the studio game in KC. His studio, Industry Soundz, has been a staple in KC hip-hop for over a decade. He's a producer, engineer, entrepreneur, and artist in his own right. Please enjoy this conversation with MAB. So how does that work as an artist? Y'all be getting an itch that's like, it's time to do my shit? Or is it just like...
Sometimes that just be what it is. Like, I don't know, like, I can just feel it. It's just like a build-up of just energy, like, shit, like, I'm producing, I'm engineering, it's just not... I need a release of some sort. Now I gotta hit the booth. I gotta record, say something on me.
Yeah.
It hits at the weirdest times for me too. Like just randomly, like boom. Like and like you said, it's just like it just hits you. It's just like, oh, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
I gotta write something, I gotta record something. And then after that I feel like it's on.
Yeah. So as an artist, are you more of a writer?
I used to be. That's the air, I come from, notebook, pen, pad, but I've been freestyling a lot lately, like punching, and I that's the wave for everybody, but I still will jot something in my phone, a couple bars or something.
Whenever you think of something, something to fly.
Facts.
I mean, that's the perks of owning or working in a studio, right? You can sit there and freestyle and take as much time as you want to record your own shit.
Yeah.
You be recording your own shit?
For sure.
Yeah.
I'll be telling people I use the booth as my notepad.
Yeah.
Like, this may not stick. I might go back and change it, I really not take my time, but like the thought process behind it, I feel like it's not just punch in. It's like I'm using this as my writing tool.
Yeah.
That's how I think about it.
Like an audio notebook.
Exactly.
Damn near,
Exactly.
Yeah. So what have you been working on recently? Can you share anything about what you've been got going on?
A couple different things. I have been recording some of my own music lately again, and I'm just trying to stay in that pocket, not get too far ahead of myself. The creative mind can, take us from A to Z. Now we thinking about shows and tours and, like, hold on, let's bring it on back. Let's start at step one. Let's get some records finished and done. And that's my big problem. Like, I'll start a whole bunch of records and not finish them. Still recording a bunch of people. I haven't really been producing too much. Been working with a lot of different people on the podcast and doing shows. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Something you just said reminded me of something. But anyway, we'll get back to it. But what I know you for, what most people know you for, is your recording studio, Industry Soundz. Talk to us a little bit about Industry. It's out in Blue Springs. Is that where you grew up? Is that where you're from out there?
Nah, not originally at all. So I grew up out south, Kansas City. Then I moved to Lee Summit, and then kind of bounced back between there. And then I was recording a buddy out in Blue Springs. He had a small little studio in his house. And then I was doing stuff out of my mom's crib. And then we both were having issues. My mom was like, yo, it's all kind of people coming through here, You know how the studio go. People, bringing in their own smells and then
especially at the crib.
Yeah, she's saying people older than both of us come through. She's like, hey, what's going on? This is my house, and I gotta respect mom's house. So and then this is early days, but then I'm recording a buddy out in Blue Springs. His name is Mr. Stinky. He's an artist too. He had like a condo, but he had people kind of next to him on both sides. I mean, I swear, like days we wasn't even trying to be that loud. Neighbors is knocking on the walls, complaining it. So we like, man, we got to find a spot. So the spot that I'm in currently, Chiefs player was in. He had like a rap group, or his brother rapped or something. His name Maurice Liggett. He played for the Atlanta Falcons, and then he played for the Chiefs for a little bit. My homie Church boy Kevin Church Johnson, he had me come out there and like help him set up stuff. I was working at Guitar Center for a little bit as well around this time, so like I knew about all the gear. I had the hookup on gear and stuff. So he like, yo, come out here, help us set up, the studio. So, and that was something I used to do for people. I used to go to people's houses or their studios and like help them set up stuff. Like I just always been with the shit like that. So I helped them set up the studio. This is years and years before. And then fast forward, I'm working out there with Stink at his house. I go to the store, grab some papers or something at the little liquor store, and I walk back to. I'm like, oh, that's where I'm not from Blue Springs. So I put two and two together. I'm like, oh, that's where that other studio used to be. I look back in the window, it was still set up. I called the number. The lady was like, and this is crazy. The lady was like, oh yeah, it's $400 a month. I'm like, for real?
Mm-hmm.
So before this, I tried to get a studio in Lee Summit, and everywhere I went, they want to do background check, they want to do credit check. I ain't had none of that.
Yeah,
I'm like, or they wanted a crazy amount of money. So this older sweet lady, she was like, yeah, it'd be $400 a month, such and such. I'm like, shoot, I got that right now.
yeah.
I swear we moved in like the next day. So that was end of 2013, December. We got the keys December 1st, 2013. And
Wow.
been on ever since.
That's fine.
That's crazy. Like that, I think that's something to really look up to about what you've been able to create is like the longevity. You've been in your location running a studio for like over a decade.
For sure.
So like what's some of the tips that you can say like that's helped you last this long as a studio business?
Other people, I didn't even realize it that early on, but investing into other people, whether it's time, coming out to their shows, supporting them as much as I could, that always came back. I also feel like I kind of got in. We kind of around the same age. I think I'm a little bit older than you guys. I don't really know. I don't really look at people's age.
I'm 35, bro.
Okay, yeah, we the same age.
Yeah.
I'll be 36 this summer, but I feel like I got it in with the people our age and our scene, and that helped a lot because all the other engineers are a little bit older than us. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I was able to relate to them a lot better than some of the older guys because they would be better or they've been polished. But people felt more comfortable with me. So I feel like that's another thing that like super helped me out a lot.
So investing in people, that's interesting you say that because like if you go and you look at Industry Soundz or you see what you guys are doing, it seems like the studio is only like really like half of what you guys do. You guys do so much like community-based shit as well. Like you run open mics, you do like lock-ins and producer shit at the studio.
Yeah.
So like that sense of community, that came from you like just investing in people or like other people gravitated towards that so you like expand on that or where do you get that urge to help the community?
For sure. I just always remember not having any. I always like relate back to that. Like this kind of started from me not having an opportunity as well. So I feel like I want to bring other people. I know there's so many other people that don't have the same opportunities that want to do this stuff. Kansas City is like that. You go to. I always say like you go to other places. I know for sure like Cali. That's probably the most place I've experienced. It's so much more welcoming. And there's not a lot of like the gatekeeping and stuff like that that you feel here. Like Kansas City still big on that. We may not all see it or call it gatekeeping, but it's there.
Yeah,
it's there for sure. So I'm like, man, just people be coming in the studio and be so amazed. I'm like, you can do this too. Like I just took my time. Like this is all I thought about. This is all I, dreamed about. Like I come from the same place you come from. I've had less or the same opportunities. Like I just worked and instead of going out and buying Jordans or doing this and that, I bought a microphone and I saved up and then I bought my laptop and then I saved up. It's like you can do this shit too. So it's like, come on, like I've always been like that. Like I'll give you this shirt right now. You know what I'm saying? If that helps, that's my mentality.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And so as somebody that's been in this game for a minute, like what is KC like in a better spot now with like the gatekeeping and the networking, or is it?
I feel like it's everything, music, because Kansas City super cliquish still is, but I feel like we breaking that. I mean, I'm here at your studio, like a few years ago, and you came to mind, both of y'all, but a few years ago, people be like, nah, I think that's so dumb. I feel like I'm cool with like all the engineers, but people be trying to put us in competition or whatever, and that's cool. But I don't see no competition. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm doing this because I love it. You doing this
Yeah.
because you love it. My fault. You doing this because you love it.
For sure.
And can't nobody stop y'all.
Yeah.
You gonna find a way to do this shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's what I do it for. Like, I don't think about it any other way. It's like I would have been doing this no matter where I was. You know what I'm saying? So it's just dope that I'm seeing everybody build up, and we're starting to collab more. It's other people starting to, I feel like that's that older generation mindset. It's like, oh, I don't fuck with them over there, so you can't fuck with them over there. That's just dumb as fuck.
Yeah. And I feel like low key, there's like so much music in the city. Like everybody can eat, what
For
I'm saying,
sure.
off this engineering shit. There's so much music.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
And that is definitely a big fact. We probably need a few more studios.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And people be trying, and that's cool. Like I salute it. Like I don't see nothing wrong with it. Just don't move next door. somebody tried to. That's the only reason I said
That's crazy. Next door is crazy. If somebody opened up a studio next door, I'd also be like, okay, all that shit I said out the window, gang.
Just don't move next door, man. Don't Walgreens. What's the other one? I'm thinking of the old school one. They put the Walgreens and
the
the
CVS.
CVS. Yeah, come on, man. Don't do that.
Crazy.
So talking about like opening up another studio,
Yeah.
what you've been able to do, like aside from like a lot of other studios, like you have 2 locations, not even in the state.
Yeah.
So what's that look like? Like how did that come about?
For sure. We closed right now, but we are trying to get back open. So I'll tell you how it started in really from the start. So I have a cousin and a lot of family from Des Moines, Iowa. It's only 3 hours away. People I don't know if y'all ever been there, but
Yeah.
it's not a far drive at all. Like you be in the car, listen to a little bit of music, good conversation, you there. It's all highway too. But my cousins, he managed a lot of artists from Iowa. So he's bringing artists down, and I'm looking at him like, dang, we got like at least 12 to 20 clients driving down from Iowa to come record with me. And I'm looking up, like they had a couple of studios up there. Most of them like maybe like more rock based or something. Like it wasn't nothing like what we were doing. And after a couple of years of this, I'm like, yo, man, let's just find a spot up there. And we put it out in the atmosphere or whatever, however you might want to, call it or thinking about. But we put it out there, and he called me one day. He like, yo, I found the perfect spot. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, nah, we in there. He like, when I hear him excited, it's my younger cousin too. Like I said, I don't look at him as younger, but when I hear that excitement coming from him, I know it's something real. You know what I'm saying? So I went out there, checked it out. And the crazy thing about it is I already had enough gear for like 3 studios. So I'm like, shit, I loaded everything in my Tahoe. He had the spot. I loaded everything in my Tahoe. We set up, same thing. Next day we was recording.
That's crazy.
So we opened in 2021 to 2023, and it was honestly my decision to close it down just because I couldn't manage it the way that I wanted to, being here and there.
For sure.
I knew I was about to have another kid. We were moving into a new house. It was just like, it was a lot.
Yeah.
And we had a few incidents there that, man, a normal person would have probably like been done, like, you give somebody 3 strikes, you out. I gave him like 5 strikes. And it wasn't really on my cousin. It was more of our employees that we had.
Yeah, I imagine that's pretty hard to like oversee that. Even it only being 3 hours away, it's like I can't get there. You know what I'm saying? To see what's fucking going on.
Yeah, they was kicking it in there.
Yeah, because it's
more kicking it and partying than working.
I feel you.
100%.
Because in my experience, and probably as your experience too, as running a studio, it's like if I'm not up there, if I skip a day going up there, I show up that day after, and I'm like, boy, this shit better be how I left it. You know what I'm saying?
For real. We had cameras everywhere and stuff too, but I mean, it like the guys, the employees that work for me, some of them were really dope. They were just younger, So it was. I talked to my cousin about it, and I don't mind sharing. But it was a couple of things that we were making money. That wasn't the issue. Like the studio was doing good.
Yeah.
But it was a younger group of engineers. You know, we were kind of, for Des Moines, we were kind of in the hood. So hood mentality.
Sure.
And I just told my cousin this, like, because we looking for a new space up there right now. The space that we had was too big. So that allowed, you know, the kick it, the free roaming, stuff like that. Every time I came up there, I was cleaning up. I was like, golly, like, I can't even get no work done because I'm cleaning up.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. So it was a couple of different things that, you know, it turned into the kick it spot. And I ain't gonna lie, when I first opened up, I was 25 years old. My spot was a kick it spot too.
Yeah.
But I had to change. And as soon as I changed that, I started making money and it started being a real business.
Yeah. You got to start thinking as a business owner.
For sure.
Yeah. So like when you're looking for engineers, like when you were building the Des Moines spot, or even when you have your engineers here, what are some things you look for in engineers that say, yeah, this guy can rock with us?
Man, I'm big on giving people a chance, but just being committed to showing up is big. You may not be the best, but you showing up, you on time, you eager. That's been a main thing. And lately, I hired a new guy. He's working for me now. He's in there. But lately, I'm seeing it as like, man, you gotta like really figure out how to go out and get clientele. That's the hardest part of this. I know y'all know that.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part of it is like, what are you gonna do? Like, I can put you on, I can put you in that chair, but what are you gonna do to bring people in?
Yeah.
I still go out and get clients.
It's the same.
It's like, if you're not actively doing that, then you're wasting both of our time.
Yeah.
Like, you're wasting your time. It's just not like, I think the younger mind is like, oh, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to make money. It's like, yeah, you're in the studio, but you still have to develop relationships.
Right. It's not like wake up to a booking every day, somebody booked online. You know what I mean? It's really not.
It's not.
Yeah. I agree with you 100%. In the new engineers, we have a few like really fresh engineers that work here as well. That's the thing I'm preaching too. Like it's the work you got to put in outside of here.
For sure.
Yeah. This is like, and we in Scorp were talking about this the other day. It's like, you got to live in this shit if you really want to do it. You can't like, this isn't really like a part-time thing.
It's not.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's like, how you going to go get some clients? You like just going to shows, you know what I mean? It's like, I hate to have to preach like,
you got to
go to shows, man.
You got to, I've been, 12 years. I still got to do that.
Same.
Still got it. Because it's always new people looking for studios. It's always new artists coming out. It's like, they not gonna know you. Like, meeting someone on your own, word of mouth is always, you know, that's the best form of marketing. But when you meet somebody, it's more better than like them seeing you on social media, because people are gonna look at your social media and think whatever of you know, like, oh, what he looks like, or what, you know, they're gonna get whatever in their mind. But when you meet someone, it's always been more genuine. I mean, in any kind of relationship. Like when you physically meet that, oh, I thought he was like, you know, or whatever. I'm sure we've all heard that, like, oh man, I thought you was this and that, but it's like, oh, he's really cool when you meet him. Yeah, you know.
And the thing about meeting people in person too, my old teacher from I went to BRC Audio for school, and my teacher there was always like, it's hard for a motherfucker to say no to you in person. You know what I mean? Like, it's way hard. They can ignore your DM, but if you in person, you're like, yo, we need to get in the studio together. It's really hard for them to say no to you face to face. You know what I'm saying? So that face to face interaction can be worth so much more. Yeah. Like, and people I meet online too, like people DM me all the time, like, yo, we got to work, whatever. And it's like, okay, I get a few of those. Like, it's hard for me to even know who you are. But if we meet in person and I can see your face and we have an interaction, now I know who you are.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll add this. Even like when it comes to like getting clients and going to shows and shit, I go to shows for clients I've been rocking with for like 5, 6, 7 years to show support as well still. Same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that never stops, no matter like how busy you are.
Yeah. And I like that you said that, because that's earlier on, and I still do that time from time. Earlier on, that's one thing that I did that I feel like definitely helped change stuff, because I wouldn't, and I'm not trying to down any other engineers, and I may not know, I don't live with them, I don't follow them around, but I didn't see that coming from them. Yeah, at least the few that I was around, they wasn't going out to artist shows. Yeah, they weren't. Yeah.
I've been waiting to have an engineer on here so we can nerd out about some engineering.
Oh, shit.
bro, because we can't talk our real shit
Right.
with the other people we be having on here, bro. We
Yeah.
need some engineers.
Yeah.
TraKCouts.
Oh God,
Come on.
But that most people don't even get the reference, bro.
Facts
Yeah,
on
no.
that, though.
Yeah.
TraKCouts.
Oh
Don't even know
man,
what it is.
TraKCouts is that's a topic on its own right there, man.
facts.
I come from like my first keyboard was a Phantom X6 and it had 16 channels and you had either if you was gonna 2-track it, you had a mute, unmute, or if you was gonna track it out, you had and I had to learn all that, you know, and I didn't know the time it took to put in to do that and arrange it in Pro Tools, and man, I still dread tracking beats out to this day like that, but you know, got to do it.
Yeah. My first thing I recorded on was Lisa's HD24 with the big ass hard drives.
Hell yeah.
And then you had to play it back into the interface. Like it was like 16 in, 16 out, straight to the interface and mixing into Pro Tools like that.
I was what a 4-rack space unit.
Yeah. Big as fuck.
Big as hell.
And like, because shit, when I started recording, probably the same for you, the disc, a disc drive would be 500 gigs and be this big. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, and if you drop that motherfucker, your music gone, boy.
It's crazy to see that. Like that was like the computer standards back then, and now we got 4, 8 terabytes and shit like that.
5 terabyte this big and shit. Crazy.
SSD terabytes and shit.
Well, I feel like a YN. I came in into that, bro. Like, y'all talking about you got to push the button, push. No, put that bitch right here.
Man, it's crazy. I started out with a MacBook Pro like at the studio. Like just that was just crazy in itself. Like going from that to where computers are now is like I remember my first few sessions. It was like, bruh, this is not like once you got in like somebody to record is like, hey, this is barely hanging on.
Yeah.
But now you can do it with a Mac Studio or MacBook. Like they fast and everything now. But
Yeah. I used to record on this one for about 3 years.
Yeah.
Scorpio, you still record on that one, don't you? Yeah, so it's like,
they came a long way though, for sure.
Yeah. So walk us through a bit about how you record your setup, etc. Are you a template guy?
I do have a template, but it's super, super basic. You know what I'm saying? It's just a start, EQ, autotune, EQ, if we need autotune, but autotune, EQ, compressor, de-esser, reverb, and maybe some more reverb. I used to put a gate on things. I kind of moved away from the gate unless we need it, but that's just what I start off with.
Yeah.
You know, and then as the song develops or we need more stuff, then I'll add more stuff.
Yeah. So are you a big preset guy or you like to start from scratch?
I will use a preset, but I kind of got my stuff dialed in like my own preset basically where I want to, you know, start at from.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
yeah, I feel like there's no right or wrong way to do it. If I'm building something from scratch, then that's what we doing. You know? I like doing stuff like that, but I feel like a lot of the artists be in such a rush to get stuff done. It's like I can't do that with everybody.
Yeah. I feel like you know, I feel like my template, the way you're saying yours is kind of set up similar. Like I have these basic plugins, but they're not like doing much till I start making them do shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people are always like, yo, that preset you used for my shit. It's like that wasn't a preset, bro. I'm really not doing that much.
Facts, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about your master bus when you're mixing and mastering? What's that look like?
My master bus, I'll bounce around a couple different things. I got Shadow Hills. I like God Particle here and there. It can be a little rough sometimes, but it definitely boosts up to that level. I got the I'm missing too. It's a Waves one, not Abbey Roads.
Although I do love that Abbey Roads.
It might be
That blue, is that the blue one?
The mastering.
Yeah,
plugin.
it might be Abbey Roads.
Yeah, they got that mastering. Abbey Roads.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it is. I kind of like recently this year haven't been using that one, and then I got the a little meter just to make sure you know we in pocket.
Yeah.
Sure.
I do love that Shadow Hills. That thing's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I put it on there and it don't even be doing nothing, but it just sound good.
It sound good.
Yeah,
It really
it
don't
sound
do.
really good.
It's just
Like I might just barely tap the compressor just a
Same.
little bit, barely
Yeah.
moving, but like, It's
Same.
sounding good.
Yeah.
I usually either push it up one or push it down a little bit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's about it. Like, keep it simple, you know. And then I got a outboard mastering unit from Dangerous. It's Dangerous Music. Yep. It's like the I always want to call it a limiter, but it's not a limiter. Summing mixer. Yeah.
Dope. And
So-
what do you do with that? You just run your 2-track mix through it?
Either the 2-track mix or you can also split it where this is what I do. I just depending on the track, how many different outs we got. But I'll send the beat, then I'll send the main vocals, then I'll send the background vocals. That's
hard.
And then if I have like additional hook or additional lines, I can send that to it as well.
That's tough.
Yeah, and then send it back and print it.
Yeah, that'd be
it's been
dope.
cool.
I'd love to do something like that here. Like, because with the summing mixer, like, it's like, okay, I'm sending all my individual stems to it, but then it's like that analog summing it together is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It sounds good. And on some records, I should say, not every record, because I've like been doing like a lot of A and B where I won't even tell the client what I'm doing. I'm like, all right, I sent you 2 masters. Let me know what you like.
Yeah.
And some people choose one without it.
Yeah.
It's like I like the other one. It's loud, it's full, but it's too much.
Yeah.
You know? So like, all right, I get it.
For sure.
Hey everyone, Code Red here. If you like the way this podcast looks and sounds, it's filmed on location at Code Red Productions. We handle all your audio needs for music, commercials, and podcasts. You can find us on Instagram or Facebook at Code Red Productions KC, or visit our website, coderedproductionskc.com. We'll see you here. Back to the show. Do you guys ever run into like, this is like a today, like 2026 problem? It's like everybody listens to music on streaming, right?
Yeah.
So are your mixes ever just like OD for them? You know what I'm saying? In terms of like transient or level even. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever get a client that's like, yo, this is too much.
Yeah. Was you about to say something?
Sometimes, I don't know, like with my roughs, I tend to like push my roughs a little bit more as if it's a mix and master, just so they already get used to that.
Yeah.
Because I hate when people get demo-itis. They're like, oh, I like it the way it sounds like right here. So I push my roughs a little bit more, so it's already kind of there. So that way when I mix and master it, it's not so much that I have to do, and so it doesn't sound so completely different. It just sounds a little bit more clarity in what's already there.
Yeah.
That's smart as hell. I would say I have dealt with that really more recently, I feel like, too, than in the past. I feel like people have been questioning a lot of just everything lately, which I like, but it's like the same thing, people getting demo-itis. I think people need to revert back to using the studio for demos too. I've been having that conversation with a lot of artists. Like, yeah, we might get close to done with this record today, but it's not done. You know what I'm saying? Like, right around to it. Like they artists be so in such of a rush just to put it out, and then we don't know what they're comparing it to when they get home or in their car. I feel like that is a lot of where a lot of the pushback comes from. Like, man, you comparing this to a record that had this resources, or you know, you want it to sound like this, but this is not what it sounds like. You know, like you're comparing. I'm just saying, almost damn near 2 different genres, but you're comparing a Moneybagg Yo record to something that's in a whole different pocket. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, this is what you like, but you didn't like. And then having reference tracks is so big. Like, I feel like people need to have more reference tracks.
Yeah.
I know I'm bouncing around a lot, but when I worked with Post, that's one thing. Like, he was big on when we were in the studio. Like, he played me so many records. Like, I want this to sound like this. So, like, I took that. Like, that's dope, because it puts the engineer and the artist think on the same thinking path. Like, how am I supposed to know what you're thinking, or how am I supposed to know what you want? And you know what I'm saying? We just creating, you know. So I feel like that's big. But a lot of artists want to rush this whole process, and that's where music is today. Yeah, we can make a song right now and put it out.
Yeah,
that's very true. But should we? Like, I get compliments on my records a lot, and people be like, bro, that sounds good. Well, you don't know how much fucking time I put into it.
Yeah, facts.
So that's why it sounds good. You're in here, you bought an hour, and you're trying to
Put it out.
Put it out. Yeah.
do 4 songs in an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
No, in fact, cause I get that a lot. Like a lot of times people hit me, they be like, I want my song to sound more like your song. I'm like, you put your song out as soon as the session was over. Like there's a little, I mix and mastered this mug. I went and listened to this mug like 4 different times to see what if I try this different. And then another thing is like, I feel like people, they'll listen to an artist's song. They're like, okay, I want it to sound like this. Whole time, their voice just sounds like that. Like, it's not even something that I can replicate. Like, if your voice isn't like that, or if you don't sing it like this, it's not going to come out like that.
For sure. That vocal studio, I had this conversation the other day too. Like, there's several different types of performance, and being a great studio performer is a fucking thing. Yeah, and people don't know or have enough experience to know that. Like, you got to know where to stand at in front of the mic placement, everything like that. Like, you sitting here bopping around and like, come on, man. Like, vocal performance is such a big, that can change a whole record.
For sure. That's everything. That's everything, honestly. Yeah. Like, how many songs do y'all fuck with, even though the mix is slightly ass, because like the performance was so great? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter. This shit is still fire. Yeah. It's like the first and most important thing is the performance. I say this all the time. Like, the chain of events is the performance, then the recording, then the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like, that in that order has to be good for that shit to turn out great. Yeah. And that performance is the most important part. It starts at the top. You know what I'm saying? That performance got to be great.
I ain't gonna lie, and I'm down on myself on this one. That's honestly, I've been doing it so long. I feel like unless I like literally can see it, hear it, and catch it. Like, I caught a dude recording like this the other day. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Yeah, I can tell. Like, you know, but that's one of my hardest things. I feel like for me to teach another artist, like especially somebody I feel like I've worked with, like it's like I don't know, like, you know, your performance ain't on point. You know, like how do I guide you to a better vocal performance? You know,
yeah. And I think like for artists too, like coming into the studio, the mindset should be like, I believe in my music and this is really fire. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when they get in the booth and they start hearing themselves, especially if they're a newer artist, it's like that self-conscious aspect starts hitting them. Like, is this actually good? I didn't know I sounded like this, you know, et cetera. But it's like, you got to fucking believe the shit you're laying down is fire.
I ain't gonna lie. I hate that too. Like, I hate when artists ask me, how's this sound? How's this sound? How's this sound? How's this sound? I ain't gonna lie, that shit get on my fucking nerves. Like,
you tell me how that
for real. For real. Like, I've always, even when I was like not good, like I always at least had a belief in my own shit. Like, I don't look for another person to tell me like maybe after we done, like, you know, or hey, you got any feedback? You got anything, like, you know, but every fucking bar or hey bro, how do you think that sound? Like, that's not it.
Yeah. And I think that comes too from like, especially today in today's music, there's a lack of collaboration between the artists and the producers. Yeah. And half the time it's like, bro, I'm just the engineer for this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you separated those fields as well?
It just depends like who I'm working with. You know what I'm saying? Because like some people, I'm like, yes, I'm the producer and the engineer. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you if that line wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? But some people, I'm like, yo, like our relationship is I'm the engineer and you tell me if you like it, because then I'm ready to go to the next thing. You know what I'm saying?
I almost feel like that either it needs to be a conversation as hell. And honestly, I also feel like that's a different pay as well. Like you want me to engineer and producers, I will. But it's going to come with a different price.
Yeah. I feel like it's a different price, and it's a different level of control that the artist needs to let go of. Yeah. Also, because if you trusted me to producers, I need you to trust that if I tell you to say something this way, you need to say it that way and not try to just do it your way. You know what I mean? Because like, I can sit here and tell you what it needs to be all day, but if you're not going to do it, we just sitting here going in circles.
That, and then we do so much, even engineering, we do so much work and flips and tricks and stuff, and then may not even get a percentage of it. Yeah. Like, I've literally made people's songs just engineering, beat drops, reverbs, and, you know what I'm saying? Like took it to a whole nother level and never seen a percentage off of it. Not that I care, like I'm getting paid by the hour, But it's like, bruh, you wouldn't have had the auto tune right there. You wouldn't have had the, you know, the little sparkles and shit. Like, I've literally made your song.
Yeah. And, you know, I think there's also like on the flip side of that, like if say a lot of these artists are working with producers like in the studio, the producer's not producing the song. They making the fucking beat and then they just sit there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, get involved, pay attention to what's going on in the studio.
Cody be big on that. We be sitting there in the back. TC got a beat. He's like, bro, y'all gonna say some shit? I'm like, okay, the hell got you.
But like that I'll be like that in multiple sessions. You know what I mean? If the producer's sitting right behind me, I'm like, yo, bro, they asking for feedback. Like, get tap in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I rarely have the producer there. Lately, I think like last night I had a producer pull up, but same thing. And he might have said something once or twice, like, hey, you could do that better or change that line, more excitement. But yeah, they're not involved.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the chemistry that's missing for sure in a lot of like records today. So when I came up, I had a producer and we stayed locked in. You know, he may not have been at every studio session, but you know, the writing process or, you know, he giving me the feedback on the songs, like, what you think about that? He'd be honest too. He'd be like, that shit ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I like that one, you know what I'm saying? We need to push that one, you know?
Yeah.
And I even appreciate that shit because that shit just made me step up. Some people can't take the criticism, you know? Mm-hmm. We definitely try to, and I try to be honest, but, you know, we also got to keep our jobs too.
No, facts.
I just be like, yeah, it sound good, you know, or keep going or do it over, you know. You could do it better, like, but it's hard to be like, hey, that ain't it.
I try to give feedback until I just feel like the feedback not doing nothing. Yeah. Like, because I could tell you to do something, and I'm like, maybe you just don't know how to do it. Like, because I'm an artist too.
Yeah.
So it's like, certain stuff I just understand how to do it. I may not even know how to put in the words to tell you how to deliver this line. And I just feel like I'll just be going in a circle again.
That happens a lot too. Yeah, people don't want to listen or don't know how to listen.
Yeah.
Listening is so important. Even like when we talking about the punching in or just even hearing it back, I feel like people don't take the time. They want to know what you think before they even listen to it.
Yeah.
Like, listening is such an important factor into recording. You got to be able to listen. Like, people just want to go, and bro, you're not taking the time to even hear yourself. Like, I'm hearing little artifacts or whatever in your record. You hit the mic. I'm hearing this shit. You not hearing it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts.
Like, that's my job. Yeah. But like, come on. Like, the dopest artists that I've worked with, they took their time every time and went back to perfect stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody now, they just want to be so in and out. Like, all right, we done. On to the next one. Mm-hmm. Send me the files. Like, you know. And
I feel like those artists, they aren't in it because they love music. You know what I'm saying? They're in it for a different reason, because they want to get the clout off the music, or they just want to, you know, smoke and fucking drink and be like, I make music. You know what I mean? Like, the people that actually care about this shit, you can see it during the recording process that they actually care about this shit. Yeah. Just like, you know, we got 3 engineers here who care about shit. You can tell when you got an engineer that don't care about shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, just us being able to have this conversation, I can tell we care about this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like a lot of artists, they're not in it because they actually love fucking music, you know? Mm-hmm. And you can tell on the mic. Yeah.
Just I'll be telling people, man, take your time. Like, they don't even know how many songs, like, real artists in the studio, or not I should say real artists, but like famous artists, they do demos, they re-record things 1,000,000 times. Like, you don't see that progress on a record. You just hear the finished product and you love it, but they work on their songs for months and years until it's ready to be put out. Yeah, like, we just see it, you know. I feel like Lil Wayne, I'll just use him. Like, he was one of the guys that kind of got the artist thinking of this freestyle punching and shit is like the wave. And it's dope. It's a tool, but like, take your time. He's built up to that level.
He's Lil Wayne.
You know what I'm saying? To be able to do that. Like, but I don't know what we as engineers could do to change that, you know, but I feel like I just think about shit like on a whole different level when it comes to the recording process. You know what I'm saying?
when it comes to changing it, I feel like that's that discrepancy we're talking about. Like, am I the producer or am I the engineer? You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm just the engineer, then you can go in there and you can do that.
I even feel like people don't even know those terms. The beat maker, the producer, the engineer, you know what I'm saying? They don't even know those terms well enough. And they should, you know, especially, you know, getting into this field, but the correlation, and, you know, I might be all of them. I might be one of them. I might be, but it's so tough to try to like educate everyone on everything. Like even like I said, like even the mic placement, like it's hard to like even be like, yo, you should know this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But some people don't. Like,
facts.
They don't get it.
For sure.
So whenever we pull up to your studio, you got hella gear, bro. Keyboards, beat machines. You got the Control 24, etc. What is that a product? You said you used to work at Guitar Center. Is that a product of coming from that background, or how did you get into so much gear?
Honestly, I've been a gear junkie from the get-go. A lot of that stuff I've been collecting. And it's just because I come from such a diverse background within music. Like, I originally wanted to be a DJ first before I even made a rap song. And then a guy up the street from me. So I wanted to be a DJ. My parents would not buy me any turntables. They was like, you kind of, you know, you a wild dude. I don't know. I used to be so destructive as a kid. So my parents didn't do that. I think I had FL Studio 3. That was my first software, and my brother got like a cracked version. We had it on a computer. So I started with FL Studio 3, and then a homie up the block, he was an older cat. He had the Triton and the MPC 4000. And they had a studio in their basement. It was pretty dope. So when I got over there, I played on my tracks off of FL. And back then, this is 2003, 4, 5-ish, somewhere around there. They like, this is a toy. This is what you need to get. So ever since then, that was what my mind. I'm a kid, you know. That's what my mindset was on. Like, I need to get hardware. And then, you know, you see Timberland, you see Jay Dilla, everybody on the MPC. So like, that was my like goal to get. So fast forward, I've always been working like since I was 14. So I got my first job at like 14, 15, saved up. I bought another drum machine. It's the Emu. I got up there, the big purple drum machine. I think I spent like $250 on that mug, and that was all the money I had. Then I bought like an inbox, the first inbox, and I finally got Pro Tools. Then I got the Phantom keyboard. So like, that's how I kind of started collecting that hardware. And I just fell in love with actually physically touching the boards. And then I'll say things changed around like 2009, 2010. I had Reason. That's why I was making beats on Reason, the software. And I end up getting all those sounds that I had in my keyboard and the other beat machine in Reason. Like, I found a kit that had all of them, and I played them back and forth. They sound the same. So I ain't gonna lie, I sold my hardware. Big mistake. It just wasn't the same. I was making cool beats in Reason. I still fuck with Reason, but that feel was gone. When it was just MIDI controller and computer, that feel was gone. Like, it definitely, I feel like I made less beats. I don't know. And then as the years went by, when we got the studio, I'm like, man, I got to get back to that feel. It's just a different feeling for me. I don't know. Sure. It's a different sound too, for real.
Facts.
Because, you know, those sounds got sampled into the computer. Then, you know, it's into the software. It's pretty good, but it just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
So ever since then, I'm like, man, I got to get back on my hardware game. And then when they came out with that, and it's not new anymore, but when they came out with the new line of MPCs, I was like, I got to get one. And that's what I've been rocking with ever since. And even the way they make the MPC is like set up to mess with every DAW, every MIDI controller, like plug and play. It recognizes different things. So that like turned me back up. Like, oh, that's why I started getting more keyboards and stuff. I'm like, oh, this shit is so dope. Like, it fuck with the computer, it fuck with the mixer, it fuck with everything. Like it reads, like I said, it's like the brain almost of everything. So I was like, I gotta go crazy again now.
Yeah.
Sure.
So now when you cook beats, now are you exclusively on the MPC?
Mostly. I still mess with Reason a little bit. I made some beats in Pro Tools actually here recently. It's cool. They doing better. I got Logic, but I don't never open it too much. But I have made a couple slaps in there. But yeah, mostly MPC, and then I got like a hella external like MIDI units. And then really the Phantom is like the Phantom and the MPC that they got so many sounds. MPC got hella sounds in it too. Like,
Yeah.
Like regular, because they used to just like be more for drums, but now they got VSTs in there, like all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like stocked. I'm like, this is enough right here. Just a MIDI controller and an MPC, and then of course when you sampling, and then I like the standalone version and I like the software version, because then you got all your plugins too.
Yeah, I've seen the software version. It's crazy.
It's pretty cool. I fuck with the MPCs, man. It's definitely they changed the game once again.
So when you say like the MPC has its own sound, like what is it about it that has its own sound? Because I think I've heard other people say it's like the quantization of it is like different.
Yeah, that's a part of it. It has a different swing, but even the analog sound that come out of there is a little. It's loud and beefy. Like,
yeah,
it sounds ready.
Right.
Like when I make a record on there, it sound full. Like, because I barely mix beats. I ain't gonna lie. Like I really don't mix beats until it's time, like to put it out or to put an artist on it.
Yeah.
Then I'll dive in, because that shit just tracking out just takes so fucking long.
Yeah.
It's a long process. I got probably like 2,000 beats sitting ready to be tracked out
on the MPC.
That's crazy.
That is crazy as fuck.
That's wild.
But it's
just
like,
sit on there.
but like this is my thought process. Like, all right, you make the beat, however long that may take, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 2 hours, few days, and then it's stuck in that loop, and then you got to export it to the computer, because I do my beats with like 4 to 8 bars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a loop. Then I got to track it out. And then I don't know if I'm gonna sell this beat, where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
It's like versus like Logic or Reason, you can just hit a button, export, and it's ready, stems and all.
Yeah.
So,
I mean that is the like really one of the only arguments like against that shit is like the accessibility and the convenience of the DAWs is like just like it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like I can cook a beat in Logic, export, boom, bam, it's on my phone. I'm sending it to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
they making it better though now. Like when they first came out with the MPC, the first big one, it was harder to arrange stuff. Now they got it easier where they changed it in the new software where you can arrange it a lot easier on the MPC and export it and send it. I'm still old school on how I cook up. But yeah, recently I've been going through like all of my beats. I'm like, they can't live on this. Like, and I'm running out of space.
Yeah.
So I've been tracking stuff out when I can. It's just still a process. And then it's like, that's why I say I don't really mix beats. It's like, you don't know where it's gonna go, where it's gonna end up. If an artist buy it, I send them the stems. I don't give a damn.
yeah. So like you're into the producer hardware for show. How much do you got any you like studio outboard gear too, or are you mostly in the box with that?
Oh yeah,
shit?
I got some outboard gear.
I know you said the summing mixer.
Yep, I got the Ventec. That's what I use. It's like the 1073. And then I got a Distressor. And then both of those are going into the Apogee. I got some more stuff. I got an Avalon. I don't use that too much anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then in my other studio, I got the Apollo, another Avalon over there. I got a cheap compressor that I don't really use. I got like 3 setups right now, so I'm trying to think of all the gear I got. But yeah, I got some outboard gear, but I just like the same thing. I keep it simple, like U87 going into the Ventec, going into the Distressor, going into the Apogee, into Pro Tools.
And so the Distressor, you like that, the compressor?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It was better than so I was using an Avalon before, but during COVID, the tubes went out and couldn't get no tubes. And then they raised the price on them to like $75 each.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we got to find something else.
Yeah.
So I'll say probably the next, and I can't find none of them right now. And I can find a used one for like double the price. But like, I'll probably get the Tube Tech next. That's probably like the next thing on my list.
Yeah, I'd love to have a Tube Tech as well. That thing, I'm sure. Like even the warm audio one sounds so good. I'm like, boy, I know that real one sounds so good. I've never used a real one.
Yeah, Buddha be saying that bitch sounds so buttery.
Yeah,
he has the real one. Yeah. That's hard.
Yep, I talk to Buddha a lot. That's my guy. Like me and him be having some of these same conversations too. Like bro, like we be just talking about gear, like everything cool. Like you know what I'm saying? Just like y'all. Like I fuck with y'all. Buddha's the same way, man. But yeah, the Tube Tech right now, you can't get them nowhere. You can get them on Reverb, but then they're like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 more than the original price.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn. But it's all the we can't get them out of. I think they're like made in Germany or something, right?
Europe somewhere.
Yeah, we can't get them. Like I've talked to somebody. They said, bro, we cannot get them out the country. Like people trying to sneak them out and shit like that. It's like
crazy.
Yeah, hella crazy.
Yeah,
So I'll call like hella companies trying to buy one. Like I have my bread ready. And I'm like, yo, I need the Tube Tech. Like, we don't got them. You can try to call here. And I like emailing people.
And if you look at them new too, it's like, boy, you're on a long list.
Yeah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Another thing I've been looking at is the VLC everything. You seen that before? It's pretty dope. They say it's like not similar to the Tube Tech, but they say it's like the new wave of shit. But even that's like $10,000.
Yeah, shit be crazy out here, bro.
I'll be telling people like with the studio shit, like I've bought all the cheap shit.
Yeah.
I bought all the cheap anything that's under $1,000, $2,000. I bought it.
Yeah.
Like I went through all the little gear, preamps, mics, anything. And I'm not saying it's cheap in quality, but price.
Yeah, for sure.
All of my shit now is $4,000, $5,000.
Yeah.
Everything that I need now, $10,000. Like we made it past all like, and not to shit on them, but like I bought all the Guitar Center gear.
Yeah.
It's only so far you can go with the Pro. At least here locally, it's only so far you can go with Pro Audio. You know what I'm saying? In that aspect.
Well, I would say too, like for engineers that aren't as advanced as, us three are, it's like that's great gear. Get good on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Because once you get good on that shit, once you get your hands on that good shit, you're gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
a fact.
saying?
And it makes everything easier. Like I had a client come the other day, and one of my other engineer was in here, and he was like, "Bro," he's like, "This shit sound good, and we ain't even mixed it." He was like, "We ain't even touched it." He was like, "Yeah, that's because all this outboard gear."
Yeah,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying? And it took me a while to learn that and invest because I like I said, I come from plugging, so I had the inbox first, the old inbox. Plugging straight into the inbox and the Pro Tools. Like
That's
that
what I
was
started
it.
with. Was Inbox was my first interface, bro.
Yeah.
Inbox.
And then I had the Digi. I had a couple of the Digio 2, Digio 3 mixers in the racks. I still got one of the rack ones. Same thing, plugging it into that. Then I bought a cheap preamp. It was like probably like 130 something. I don't even remember the brand. It started with an A. I can't remember the name of it, but once I heard that, I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, if somebody come in here and mess with these knobs, they can fuck this shit up too.
Yeah.
So like we got to be careful who's twisting these knobs and shit. But yeah, getting into the outboard gear has made everything better, smoother, easier to do. Like we getting the levels right off the flip. It sounds good.
So what do you think is the most important part of the chain? Like if you could only pick one to like upgrade between mic, pre, interface, what you going with? Like if you had to pick one to upgrade?
Right now, I'm gonna go with interface. I mean, right now I have an amazing interface, but like if I had to start over, laptop or computer, I'm going computer interface.
Yeah.
And I probably should say mic, but I'm going with interface because I feel like the top of the line interfaces, the preamps are really amazing
right
on there. That's why.
Yeah. So clean now too. And like just like speaking from like a Apollo perspective, because that's all we got. It's like you can get away with the compressor and shit on there too. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's green, but yeah, I know like some of these other companies are coming out with crazy interfaces, like Apogee and Antelope and all these other companies, like crazy interfaces.
Yep, I love the Apollos, and it definitely has changed the sound. You can't necessarily tell, but like a lot of records have been mixed and produced through the Apollos for sure. Yeah, and they've been coming with it. So I got Apollo on one side, I got the Apogee on the other side, and I will say the Apogee is a little bit more beefy, but it's like it's clean and it's just as clean. I feel like I can hear the difference. The Apollo has a little bit more sharpness to it.
Okay. Yeah.
But I love them. I think I got like two Apollos. I still use them.
Yeah. All right. We got one, Squirt?
We got one.
Hey.
I'm gonna give you two different things. You gotta pick which one you rocking with.
All right, cool.
MPC or FL?
MPC.
We saw that one coming.
Waves or plug-in alliance?
Waves.
Damn, that was quick too.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, bro. Waves has my favorite plugins, but I like a quantity wise, I might use more plugin alliance, but my top plugins are Waves. I ain't gonna lie. Our Comp is my number one plugin.
Yeah, fact. I feel like the only Waves that I use is our Comp and Reverb.
I love Reverb too.
Yeah,
I just grew up on Waves, I think.
Yeah,
too. But plugin alliance is dope, and they come with that shit. They got that shit.
When you said you use Shadow Hills, which one are you using?
I think it's plugin alliance. Yeah. Yep.
Warm audio or AKG?
And what aspect?
Overall.
I don't know nothing about AKG except they headphones, so I'm gonna go with warm audio. I had a couple of they outboard gear too.
If we're talking microphones, I love the 414. That's a great microphone.
Okay,
you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, AKG, yeah.
The 414s are super dope. I haven't used much of the warm audio I've really used is the outboard gear.
Same.
So that's all I can vouch for.
All I could think about is AKG is those gold headphones. I've had so many.
Royal Chief had those big ass orange warm audio headphones, bro.
I ain't seen them.
I'll probably go warm audio too.
Yeah. Because you got the mic, right?
Yep, I got a warm audio 47 Junior. I also like the warm audio 47 in general. I like that one too.
Yeah.
I like that they came with price affordable equipment.
Yeah.
That's super important.
What you get, like, if you go buy like a warm audio 414, you're not gonna get like the real 414, but it's still quality for the price, like for sure. I feel like exactly what you said, like warm audio, the shit is quality for the price point.
For sure.
Every time. Like, I'm not gonna even fake on that.
Production or engineering?
That's definitely a tough one. That's the curveball right there. I'm gonna say production.
For sure.
What about you?
Engineering, I ain't gonna lie. Times have changed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. See, I go through waves. There'll be points where I'm like, bro, I don't want to do no sessions. I just want to make beats. I don't even want to fucking talk to nobody. And then there's times where it's like, man, I just want to get in here with an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like,
lately, that's how it's been for me. I honestly haven't been cooking up. I've been doing definitely engineering a lot more. But if I had to pick which one to get paid for, I'm going with production all day.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I make way more money engineering than I do off production.
No, that's true. I'm saying like, if I had to pick, if you're gonna be the producer, the engineer behind this project, let me be the producer.
Yeah.
It's rare for me I've never like been in too many projects where I'm just the producer. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm always like, nah, let me engineer that shit.
I think I like engineering because I feel like I'm a little bit more in control of the sound of the overall project when I engineer. Like I'll be working with Ashan. Somebody will engineer his song and then I'll do a song. And he'll be like, bro, what the fuck? I didn't even think about this shit. This shit hard as fuck. I didn't think it was going to be this hard. I think it's just the creative mind behind engineering. I just like a little bit more than production.
Yeah. Like, especially if those lines are blurred, like we talked about between the producer and the engineer, and it's like you're adding so much as the engineer. You know, what I'm saying?
Big studio vibes or like a smaller studio vibe?
I like the small studio vibes for sure. I'm locked in. I be wanting to switch it up. I still like record at home, like in the corner, and or like I'll go to a homie's house. He got it in the closet. I'm like, yeah, this that, this that right here.
It's that real shit.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, like when I go out of town, I'll try to book a big studio.
That's hard. What about you?
Small studio. I think I have to say more. Yeah, for sure. Just a little bit more intimate. Not so much shit going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't like having all the extra space around if I'm not. Because a lot of times if you're in a big studio, you're not going to be using everything that's in there, bro. Everything's just in there. So I'll probably say smaller.
My perfect answer would be big studio with little studio vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Let's just have a couple people in there. We hard chilling, but I could throw this motherfucker on some big ass mains if they got them and it's going to thump. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like anytime we get into a big studio and they got the big ass mains, I'm like, yes, bro, this shit is finna be hitting.
Big studio, little studio vibes.
Yeah,
that's a t-shirt right there.
Oh God, that is. That's hard. Would you rather deal with no treatment or a trash mic?
Ooh, no treatment.
I mean, trash is crazy, so I gotta go. I ain't ever trying to pick the trash mic. You could have said like a mid mic, you know what I'm saying? But trash is crazy.
Yeah, no treatment for sure.
Shit, even if you have treatment and you're using a trash mic, you're gonna hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you have absolutely no treatment, you just recording in a square box. You know what I'm saying? Like with a good ass mic,
it could work something out
for sure.
Shit, you're gonna be hearing that room with a good ass mic. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Give me a little bit of treatment in the mid mic, bro. Put me in the middle. Put me in the middle, bro.
Shit, so and then this is just a random one, just because I've been eating hella steak and it's just been on my mind. Steak or shrimp?
Steak for sure.
Okay. You gotta have the steak with the shrimp.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I've been eating hella steak lately too. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Man, I just go ahead.
The other day I did like a no, for real. The other day I did like a little like a tasting something, whatever the fuck. I made like 5 different flavors of steak.
For real.
Fire. Had like a hot honey bacon one, had like a lemon garlic joint, like a smokehouse joint, like a truffle butter one, and then a garlic parmesan.
So you like cut the steak into 5 pieces and then prepared each steak a little differently?
No, like 5 different steaks and then made each one a different flavor.
That's crazy.
How long did that take you though?
It took me like an hour.
Yeah.
It
don't take too long.
Not too long.
You be having a grill at the apartment place?
No, cast iron.
You just cook that bitch on the oven, on the stove?
I do like grilling on wood though. Grilling the steak on wood, that shit just tastes fire.
Hell yeah, that smoky flavor. Hell yeah.
I had to get back to that this year. I know y'all know being stuck in the studio all day and making bad eating choices. I'm like, man, I gotta start cooking. I've been meal prepping. Like that's what I did a few weeks ago. Cooked hella steak and chopped it up and just had it to go at the studios. Like
that's the move.
Yeah. I spent so much money on food. It's retarded.
I know, bro. Every day I'm like, where the fuck am I finna go eat over here somewhere, bro?
Yep.
But now I'm hungry.
Same.
All right, y'all. Let's get out of here. That's it for us. At CoRedKC, at We Got One Scorp, at MABKC.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro, for sliding.
TraKCouts, man. Tune in.
Hey, represent. TraKCouts bouncing out, y'all. Peace.